Hi. What is up? It has been quite a while since I sat down and did this. But first of all, I was genuinely actually taken aback because I didn't think anybody like actually cared. But like actual real human being living people have come up to me and told me to make more videos, which is like are you making fun of me, like were you mocking me, I don't know, but I'm gonna take that as a compliment. So hey, hope you're doing well, hope life is good and great, and what's up? So I don't want to bore you with this long intro, but I literally did not know what to make a video on, and I have been like vlogging. I don't have the most like adventurous and fascinating, like interesting life. Like I'm literally in a car for like 16 hours out of 24, but like my friends are quite funny, so like I'm doing that, like I'm vlogging every day and trying to like capture the best times. I might post that, I might not post, but I want to sit down and like talk and make an actual video. So finally, getting to the point of this video, today I wanted to share a few like stories from when I was a child with you, like childhood stories, that's what it's called, because I used to be a like dramatic ass kid. I want to share a few stories with you from when I was a child, and hopefully you will be entertained, and hopefully this won't be a bad video back on YouTube after 2 months. So in this first story, I was literally 4, like probably 3 or 4 years old, like I'm not even kidding, probably 4 or 5. Like when can you start speaking? I don't know, 4 or 5. Till I was 5 years old, I used to live in Bombay, and I had a big group of friends, and we would just meet and we would like play in our community. So this one time, and my mom never lets me forget it, it was a Saturday, I was just with my friends enjoying my weekend playing hide and seek. So this girl was counting and it was my turn to hide, and I sort of walked, like I was looking for a place to hide, and I sort of walked to the front gate of the community. No one was guarding that door, and it struck me that hey, my dad's not home. I was always obsessed with my dad, like I don't know, and I don't know where he was. I think he was like getting something, or he was actually at work, but I thought that this was a good time for my 4-5-year-old self to just go out and look for him and just go to his office and like walk to his office. Like not that I knew where it was, but I was gonna walk to his workplace and meet him because I missed him and I wanted him back home. And I reached the end of my street, which like opens up to the main road, and this guy in a rickshaw, there's rickshaws there, so this guy in a rickshaw like stops, and he's like, hey, like what are you doing, child, 4-year-old kid? And I'm just like, nothing, like what, like bye. And I keep like walking, and this rickshaw man like stops, and he's just like, no, like where are you going, you're alone, you're like a child. I'm just like, my dad, I miss him and I'm looking for him and I'm gonna meet him because he's not home. With this rickshaw man could have been anyone, he could just take me and go anywhere, I don't know, but I was just having a casual convo with him, and he's just like, okay, like get into my rickshaw and we'll go look for him. And I was like, okay. And I sit in the rickshaw of the stranger man, and I'm just like, let's go look for my dad. So he turns around and comes back into my street, and he's like asking the watchman of each building, like, where do I live? Like, do you know this kid? Like, look at this kid. Where does she live? Do you know where she lives? Thankfully, he was a good man. Like, he actually wanted to take me home. So, like, this one watchman's like, oh yeah, this kid, like, lives in this building. So this rickshaw man, like, pulls up in front of my building, and there's all of my friends, my grandparents, and my mom. My mom panics a lot, but I have never seen her panic like that before. And she was mad. And I'm just like, hey, like just casual, like I'm still like not a big deal, like just looking for my dad. And she's like, where were you? And I'm just like, I went to look for dad because I miss him and he's not home. And she was probably like, we could have called him, like we have phone service. But yeah, that was the time that I ran away from home because I missed my dad. Okay, so this story takes place when I was in, I'm hoping, the 7th or 8th grade. Like I really hope I wasn't older than that, because what are you doing, Niharika? But if you haven't watched my school rant video, you might not know, and I would like you to know that I absolutely despised school. I wanted to get out so bad. And the 7th to the 10th grade was like my rebellious phase. Like I hated everyone, I wanted to do whatever I wanted to do and no one could tell me otherwise kind of phase. So obviously I wasn't like the stellar child, A+ honor roll, halo, like no, I was a shit show, and I was actually a bitch. Like I would argue with all of my teachers. I hated everyone. I don't know, I was just shitty as a person. But anyway, in like the sports PE period, I think we finished like PE period and we had to go back to class. But before that, they would do this whole thing where they would check your hair and your nails and see if your like rubber band is maroon, and if it wasn't, they would like take your money. I don't know. So we were doing that whole check thing where we were just standing in a line and they were checking our grooming standards if we were like meeting them. So my PE teacher, who by the way hated me and I hated her right back, came up to me. I don't hate her now, but just like I hated her then because so she comes up to me and like checks like my grooming, and I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was my hair or my nails or my shoes, like I don't know what it was, but there was something that I wasn't following the rules for. So she was like calling me out on it. She was like, you're wearing the wrong shoes or something like that. And me, like being the dumbass child that I was, instead of just shutting up and being like, okay, like sorry, I won't do it again, was arguing with her. And I was like this happened, that happened. I was making excuses. This PE period was not just my class, it was like 3 classes together. So she was like yelling at me like I was being humiliated in front of like half the school. I was really mad. Like I was very mad at her for like, just like telling me what to do, you know? And so she's just like frustrated with me and I'm frustrated with her, and she just turns to go to the next student. So the second she like turns around, I look at her with the like deathliest stare, and like everyone's looking at me at this point, and I'm just like trying to like get this anger out. I don't know, teenage angst. I like turn to her and like these are my legs, okay? And I lift my leg and I like pretend kick her. Like I kick, like pretend to kick her. Like I don't know what I was, this chair is gonna break. I don't know what I was thinking. And everyone around me, like the 3 classes, like at least 50 students around me go, oh. And I was kind of confused because I was expecting like a cheer or like laughs because I was being cool, kicking the teacher. And I turn around to go stand back in my line, and there's like the head of sports, like the sports official, like the head of sports standing there with like this important teacher. I don't know, he was like the head of, I mean, he was just very important, like 2 very important head officials there staring at me. Just saw me kick a teacher, pretend to kick a teacher, but nevertheless. And I was just like, I gotta go. They were like, is this how you treat your teachers? Like, do you have no respect? And so my teacher turns around, obviously, in this moment, and she's like, what happened? So he just goes, did you see what she did? And she was like, no, what happened? My instinct, instead of like owning up to anything, was just to make excuses, like lie to like cover what I did wrong. So I just go, no, I wasn't, it's not what it looked like. And he's like, we literally like saw you, like 50 other students saw you almost kick your teacher. Like, what do you mean? Like, what are you talking about? And I was just like, no, it's not that. I had a cramp in my leg and I was trying to, you know, like really sweat it, you know, and it just looked like it, but I wasn't. And I was making this huge story up. I made this huge excuse of how like I wasn't even trying to kick her ever. I just literally, there was a cramp in my leg and I was trying to free that. Standing firm on this argument, she was in my way, like her butt was in my legs way. So like, what are you gonna do about it? So I go to class and I'm scared. So after some time, my sports PE teacher like comes into my class and she's just like, come outside. So I go outside and she like personally asks me if I did it. Like she looks hurt, and that's why I like felt guilty, because like I thought we just hated each other. Like, what's this hurt and these emotions you are bringing to me? Like, you're not supposed to be hurt by this. Like, I hate you, of course I'm gonna do this. You're just supposed to hate me back. Like, do you want to kick me too? Like, what do you need? So then I got sent to the supervisor's office and the officials were there and the teacher was there and they kept questioning me and they kept asking me why I did it. But all I would say is there was literally a cramp in my leg and I did not ever even kick her, so you can't do anything. So yeah, that's the story of the time that I kicked my teacher. Didn't quite get into trouble for it because I honestly made them believe, and like I probably like cried and stuff. I was great. But yeah, I probably made them believe that I was just trying to get rid of a cramp in my leg. I think this video is getting too long, so I'm just gonna end it with like this quick story. This is like really tiny, insignificant, but it's kind of funny, so I'm just gonna tell you. I think I was like in the 6th grade, and in my school, in winter time, like now it's December, in my school we have like this ginormous ground with grass on it. What? Like this grass ground where like you can play sports and stuff. And in December, all of these seagulls from like I don't know, I hate birds, by the way. Given this ground was pretty big, but like all of the seagulls in the world would come and live there, like migrate to this ground, and they would live there. And I hate birds. I despise birds. I'm not scared of them. They disgust me. This is a very weird pet peeve, but like, you know how people like get grossed out by like bugs and cockroaches? That's how I feel about birds. I get grossed out because feathers and the flapping noise, and it was like a thing. And then people would like feed them, like they would feed them food. So they were not only there in my face, they were also spoiled. They were not scared of humans. They would like fly all around your person's face, and it was just a mess. So this was like a December. I was in 6th grade, 5th grade, I don't know. And I was like chilling with my friends. So I went to like the food court. I was in the food court. What was it called? Canteen. I went to the canteen and I was just like getting myself a samosa, and I was like, yes, I'm about to enjoy a treat. We're chilling, we're just like, yes, gossiping, talking about boys, probably. I don't know, I was very I was a hope in 6th grade eating my samosa, and I see this eagle. I see this seagull flying this way, and they usually just fly really close to you and go away. So like I would flinch like the first 70 times, but then I would like get used to it, like I would get accustomed to it. So I just assume it's gonna just fly by my face. I take a bite of my samosa and I'm holding it in my hand and I'm talking to my friend, and this bitch ass seagull flies to my samosa, knocks it to the ground. That is my lunch for the day, please note. Knocks it to the ground, and I'm just like, and I just give that bird the dirtiest look. Drops my samosa to the ground, and 5 seagulls attack my samosa, eat my lunch. And I'm just standing there and I'm like, okay. So yeah, a seagull stole my samosa and ate it. That's it, man. I hope that this was entertaining. I really hope you liked it. Thank you for like believing in me. This is getting cheesy. Thanks for believing me, and I don't even believe in myself. Okay, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for everything. Comment on it, share it, subscribe to my channel. I'm still getting subscriptions even though this channel is dead, but like, thank you. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and will see you next time, hopefully soon. Maybe the next video will probably either be a makeup tutorial or that dumbass vlog. I don't know when I'm gonna post it, but like it probably will be one of the two. So like stay tuned, subscribe. I maybe make videos, and I will see you next time.